I can't wait to get started. So, Amanda, what is our wine crime pairing for Hideous Huskers?
Courtney specifically recommended a drink that I love so much and am so sad that I cannot drink today.
Why?
Well, okay. You know that yesterday I had to take a sick day because I had a gastroparesis flare.
Yes.
And I am feeling better today, like much better, but I don't trust my stomach enough to do alcohol, period, but especially a Bloody Mary.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like them spicy, that tomato juice is acidic. Like, I personally couldn't do it. So I actually have a couple of little pink joints that I put together for myself earlier that I will be cracking into. But just because I can't drink the pairing, it doesn't mean we can't discuss the pairing. So I wanted to give a brief background on the Bloody Mary, what constitutes a Bloody Mary, and Courtney specifically wanted really fun fixins. So I also went down a very shallow rabbit hole of like some of the wildest Bloody Marys from bars across the United States. And I did put some photos on the drive, which will be on the blog for you to look at, Lucy, because some of these garnishes are absolutely fucking batshit and they're so funny. God. And we'll get to them, but they're shocking and I love them.
This feels like a Wisconsin pairing.
This does feel very Wisconsin. Wisconsin loves their bloodies and loves to go like balls to the wall on the garnishes. But
yes.
The Bloody Mary as a basic is a cocktail containing vodka, tomato juice, other spices and flavorings, including Worcestershire sauce, hot sauces, which like I'm a Tabasco girly. That's kind of the classic, but you can get really fun with your hot sauces, garlic, herbs, horseradish, celery, olives, and pickled vegetables are kind of the classic, and like a lime slice are like a classic garnish.
Or lemon.
Lemon, yep. A little bit of the citrusy acid, which actually is great to help cut the spice. If your bloody is too spicy and you're having a hard time drinking it, even with like a beer back, ask for extra lemons or extra limes, and that'll help level out the spice.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, it helps a lot. They will have salt, not only on the rim, but also in the mix. Black pepper, lemon juice, lime juice, celery, salt. Some versions of the drink, such as the Surf and Turf Bloody Mary, include shrimp and bacon as garnishes.
Yeah, that's what I like.
The Bloody Mary was invented they're not 100% sure, but around the 1920s and 1930s. And there are various theories as to the origin of the drink and its name. And it has a ton of different variants, most notably the quote unquote red snapper, and which is also called the Bloody Margaret. You can also make a Bloody Maria with tequila. There's another bloody something or other that can be made with gin. And as a gin girly, that does not sound very good to me.
No. Those flavors don't sound like a good mix.
Yeah. And I know a lot of folks will also default to Clamato, which is the clam and tomato juice, but that's not the classic Bloody Mary. And I find merely the thought of Clamato physically repulsive. I also think Clamato as a word is very upsetting.
Clamato is
Clamato.
I mean, I don't mind a Clamato in the bloody, but yeah, it doesn't really taste like clams.
No, thank you.
Okay.
It is alleged that it was first introduced by French bartender Ferdinand Petois, who claimed to have invented the Bloody Mary in 1921, well before any of the later claims, according to his granddaughter. But this has a very specific failed verification on Wikipedia, so I don't know. But according to legend, he was working at the New York Bar in Paris at the time, which later became Harry's New York Bar, a frequent Paris hangout for Ernest Hemingway and other American migrants. And the cocktail was said to have been created on the spur of the moment, according to the bar's own traditions, consisting of only vodka and tomato juice. It was originally referred to as a, quote, bucket of blood. Bring back that name.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
I knew you would. And Harry's Bar also claims to have created numerous other classic cocktails, including the White Lady and the Sidecar. But yeah, the New York club, the New York's 21 Club also has claims associated with being home of the original Bloody Mary. To me, this is very similar to how Minneapolis has multiple bars that claim to be home of the Juicy Lucy, multiple burger bars. So I just think we'll never quite know, but it was around since like about the 20s.
Okay.
So yeah, and it's, you know, usually like a brunch drink or a hangover cure, but I'm super down for drinking a Bloody Mary at all hours of the day. I think they're fucking great.
Do you remember that time we were at the Irish pub in Excelsior, and after a night of drinking, and I was like, oh, I just need a Coke. I'll take a Coke. And the bar server was like, is Pepsi okay? And I was like, no, I'll have a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, absolutely fucking not. And frankly, how dare you ask? And we're leaving.
Yes.
Yep.
Check, please.
I'll take my check. You didn't order anything. Great. Bye. So Thrillist had this great list of, quote, 13 insane Bloody Marys that have gone too far.
I love that.
And that's where these photos are that are on the drive. So I'm not going to go over all of them, but I wanted to touch on some of the ones that I included. So the one that has like a full shrimp boil on it.
Let's see. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's shocking. The shrimp boil skewers, there's also pieces of netting on it for aesthetic.
There's a
effect.
full crab with the I almost said antlers, with the legs and the claws.
Yep, there's a full crab, there's roasted potatoes, I think there's chunks of grilled chicken.
Yeah.
It's incredible. This is from Phillips Seafood Baltimore restaurant. So if you're coming to Baltimore for the crabs, be sure to stop at Phillips Seafood for the seafood smorgasbord known as the Crab Deck, which comes topped with a tangled net of crabs, shrimp, potatoes, and chicken wings for some protein variety.
Oh my God. I can't even look at this anymore.
It looks so good.
Horrible.
I know we shouted out Wisconsin earlier, but Sobelman's Pub and Grill in Milwaukee.
I've been there. I was going to bring this up. That was my lunch.
Sobelman's is known for their rotating menu of wild Bloody Marys, but none is more legendary than the Bloody Beast, which comes not only with skewers of sausage, cheese, veggies, olives, which like the sausage, cheese, veggie, olive, and like celery, lime garnish is very Midwest. Almost every good Bloody that you'll get will have like a cured meat in it. But this has shrimp, bacon wrapped jalapeno cheese balls, and cheeseburgers. You can also get one with an entire, like the whole thing, fried chicken. It's market price, basically. But the meaty monstrosity redeems itself by donating $5 of its $50 price tag to a local charity.
Yeah. It's the least they can do.
It's a buffet. It's a buffet.
It's a lot. And this photo is not an exaggeration.
No.
I don't think we got the fried chicken on ours, but it definitely comes with 2 full-size cheeseburgers.
2 full-size cheeseburgers, and I love how they have, like, it's in a massive mason jar mug, and the chicken is, like, sitting up with its little leg, like, over the rim of the glass. It's, like, sexy. This chicken is posing. I love and also hate her. If you're in the Nashville, Tennessee area, you should check out The Flip Side. This retro casual burger joint offers the big fix for brunch. It's served in a big frosty mug with crispy bacon, skewers of olives, pickles and peppers, a skewer of chicken and potatoes, and a massive snow crab claw. It's even and they have a picture of it on their Instagram with a pug dog looking at it like, what have I done? What is this monstrosity?
Am I next?
If you're in California, go to The Attic in Long Beach, where they say, in a world where garnishing a Bloody Mary with a cheeseburger has somehow become passé, this Southern-style eatery mixes it up by swapping in a barbecue pulled pork slider as the garnish. So it's like a thing of celery, a layer of bacon to like make a plate to rest the slider on top of. The pulled pork
God.
is like everywhere, all over the bun. 2 buns, and then they top it with pickles.
I kind of love that the top of the glass is, they make it into a plate, a platform.
Yep.
A pulled pork platform.
A pulled pork platform. If you want something a little on the sweeter side, go to the Star Bar in Austin, Texas. We aren't totally sold, it says, on eating a powdered donut, a chocolate donut, and a huge cinnamon roll with our spicy tomato juice cocktail, but we'll gladly indulge in the Hail Mary's sweet garnishes afterwards for dessert. So this has, one of the skewers has like your standards, pickle, celery, there's a fucking hard-boiled egg, meats, cheeses. Then it has another skewer that has tater tots, chicken tenders, and a full burger on it. And then a dessert skewer. It's like appetizer, lunch, dessert. The dessert skewer has a powdered donut, a chocolate donut, and a big glazed cinnamon roll on it.
If you didn't already have diabetes.
Type 3 diabetes. I'm ready to get it.
Type 3. Is there a type 3?
No, but I'm ready to invent it.
Okay.
There isn't one yet.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. I'll cover one more out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Luke Holy's Wild Alaskan Grill.
Wow.
It's a seafood Bloody Mary. It says, the hardest part about consuming this seafood Bloody Mary is getting past just how gosh darn adorable the deep fried crab looks. It's just kind of peeking at you. There's another one in Vancouver that has a full piece of chocolate cake on it, but like also onion rings, fried chicken. It's shocking.
I wouldn't say no to a chocolate cake garnish out of a Bloody Mary. That actually might be a great combo.
I think anything that comes with a meal on a skewer with it is my cup of tea.
My skewer of tea.
But for the purpose of this podcast being primarily in an audio medium, though if you do want to see our horrifying faces, you can join our Patreon at the $5 up level.
Don't do it.
But, do it or don't. That's your call. I do have a key lime LaCroix that I can crack, which I will do. And then I'm going to rip some weed. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh.
Nice crack. Well, I sure hope you liked that clip. If you did like that clip, make sure you are subscribing to our YouTube channel, leaving us a nice review, and joining us on Patreon for even more video content, audio content, salacious content all around. Come join us. Treat yourself.